Thank you so much. It's great to have you all with us out there in the webosphere. Please say hello to our violinist, Renata Knific, our pianist, composer, arranger, Gene Knific, our drummer, percussionist, Brad Crossland, and I'm Tom Knific. That first piece was brought to you by inspirations of our tours to Mozambique, which happened a few years ago, and we just feel like the rhythm and the sound of that groove is just too important not to continue sharing. And it looks like we're...
We'll do it right there. Okay. Do I test that?
Would you please check your mic? So we get to do it again. You check your mic? Oh. Technology. Are we good?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. So a horse walks into a bar. I don't know how long this is going to take, but we are going to continue with a piece of music that was inspired by time in Siena, Italy. And in fact, I wrote it for Renata, and I guess, you know, if I had written that piece, there would be no us. So know that piece and know us. And we will be with you as shortly as possible. We apologize for the technical interruption. New things, right? We're all doing new things these days, and everybody's doing their best, I'm sure. The idea of doing this concert, in fact, changed with a mandate not more than 2 weeks ago, and you know, so many things sadly have been canceled, and we were ecstatic when, you know, the things changed for us in Michigan in terms of numbers of people together, that the Arts Council and Krista and Charlie and Bianca figured out a way to have the last 3 concerts of the series go live broadcast, and it's very, very exciting. And I guess we are that. We are the proverbial guinea pig, and we're excited to be that for you. You know what we could do? We could play a little bit of something as a trio. Is that right? Yeah, sure. Or let's see where we're at. Okay.
No.
So, what other stories shall I tell now?
About Puccini, maybe?
Oh, okay. Well, the way that this group came together, I was going to get to that later, but this seems like the perfect opportunity to do all the speaking bits. Am I right? Does that seem about the right time? So I can tell you that of all the things that happened for the good at Western Michigan University over 33 years, certainly one of the very best was to collaborate and get to know and work with Rhea Olivaccé, and we've been doing just that for about 6 or 7 years now. And it started with a group that we'll tell you about that we got to take to her native island of Dominica, which was absolute treat for everybody involved. And then after that, it's, you know, one wants continuity. You can't just like leave it at that. It was absolutely too wonderful. Is that a yes? Or is that a maybe? Do you hear it in your monitor? Let us know when Eric or somebody just give us a thumbs up and we'll start.
We're good.
Okay. I'll finish that story later. We'll continue with a piece that is called Siena, written for Renata and a part of the genesis of this family band, among other things. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. so much. I can hear the applause from all around the world. Right now, we can feel it. So to continue the story I started, having worked with Rhea Olivaccé for over half a dozen years, a lot of ideas and excitement about making music together came up. And this particular group as a concept developed more than 2 years ago, but schedules being schedules and pandemics being pandemics, we actually get to present it to you for the first time. And we'll talk a little bit more about the development of the music and how that came. But the first 3 selections come from this exciting tour that we were able to treat our almost a dozen of our students to. In 2015, we did a residency in Dominica for the Creole and Jazz Festival, as well as outreach and exchange with artists and musicians and a whole number of people. And it was just a remarkable time. And we know that nobody will forget those experiences for the rest of their lives. It's an absolutely magical place, and we can't wait till we're allowed to go back, actually. So to introduce the music to you and tell you a little bit about the magic of that island, Rhea Olivaccé.
Thank you, Tom. What a wonderful occasion, and welcome everyone to this concert that we've been putting together for a long time, and thankfully we've still been able to share our music and our hard work with you. I know that our hearts are collectively with all of our colleagues around the world who've had, canceled gigs, and it's really heartbreaking. And so I know that I personally sing in honor of all of us musicians who have been plugging through and finding ways to let the music continue in the midst of some very difficult times. I am so honored and proud to share the stage with everyone, and I'm very excited to share this music from my home island, Dominica. This is music that's actually by my aunt, Ophelia Olivaccé Marie. She is la grande dame de chanson de la Dominique, the first lady of song of Dominica. So I'm very proud of our legacy and always excited to carry that on. Thankfully, I got to work with Tom to perform some of these pieces. The first one is called Trahison, which means betrayal or treason, and it talks about betrayal and love. The second one is called Memories, and it talks about a lost love, but with still very good memories attached to that, even with moving on. And the last one is one of my favorites. It's called Mwekehele, and it means I will shout, and it talks about how much that I will always shout how much I love my country, Dominica. You'll notice that 2 of those songs are not in English. The first and the third are in Creole, and Creole is the second language of Dominica, and that is because we've had both British and French influences during the time that Dominica was a colony. And so we have our Creole, we have our patois, which is a part of all of us and very special in this music, and I'm so happy to be able to share it with you all. So Trahison, Memories, and Mwekehele.
1, 2, 2, 2.
Thank you so much. And for memories, I'm so happy to share this with my dear friend Renata with violin.
One, two, three, four.
You promised that we'd always be together. You promised that you'd give me love forever. It new start is what can heal my broken heart. Those memories will always last. Memories of all the good times in the past. Memories are all I have to see me through. I'll always have those memories of you. Those memories will always last. Memories of all the good times in the past. Memories are all I have to see me through. I'll always have those memories of you. Thank you so much. That was Memories by Rhea Olivaccé Marie. And last we have Mwekehele. I will shout, Ah, Dominica, how I love you.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of buzz from the monitors, Eric. If there's anything you can do, you could nix the piano monitor. Just take it out if you can altogether. It's quite loud. Can you do that for us?
One second.
Okay.
So no inaugural, concert like this would be without its technical difficulties. We still celebrate the technology that can bring us to your phones, your computers, your homes, offices. If you're somewhere in Dominica on the beach, we will take it because, it's all about the connection. Thank God music connects us everywhere we go. So, are we ready for Mwekehele?
Let's do this.
All right. Now, this is typically a crowd participation piece. As you can see, it's just us. Wherever you are the crowd participation. Please send us your energy. There's a time when you're invited to give your affirmations and say "ouais," which is French for yes, okay? Or patois for yes. Abba soleil là, il n'y a place. Abba la ligne, il y a belle oise. Pendant journée là, Thank you.
Is it just coming from one monitor? We're going to unplug this monitor, Eric, because it's misbehaving. It's going to have to go in the corner and think about what it did. Or if you'd be willing to.
Just continue.
I don't need it.
We don't need it. So the best would be just. No, it's
No,
this
just this one.
just on the side.
Thank you, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen around the world, Eric. I got so quiet in here. So, as Rhea is about to change character, we can tell you a little bit more about the project. So, Rhea has, I'd like to think that we all have careers in music with a capital M. You know, we've all studied lots of music, so-called European classical music of the Americas, American classical music, which we call jazz sometimes. And so we all enjoyed time together, and how do we make a musical project out of this? So we kind of all threw in like things that we wanted to do together. But you might ask yourself, how do we turn an aria into something that we do with basically a jazz piano trio and a violin? So we have a secret weapon, and that is in Tom Knific, who is a fabulous composer and arranger. Recent projects in the last 2 years include creating orchestrations, full orchestrations for about 7 CDs of music at a little studio in London called Abbey Road. So he's been a busy guy, and we were happy that we were able to fit this in. We actually had more music than turns out that we would need for this particular concert. So this is, again, the launch of this project, and look for us wherever better music is sold or performed down the road. We've got a lot more project material to develop for you down the road. So we are going to continue with a piece by Puccini. Again, not often heard in a jazz context, but we think that Jean made a compelling case for it, and we think Rhea makes an overwhelming case for it, and we think that you will very much enjoy her work from La Bohème.
Thank you. Thank you.
Rhea Olivaccé, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. What a wonderful project and idea to merge this classical side of us with the jazz. And it's definitely been done before, but with this aria, I am almost certain I have not found anyone who's done this particular aria. So thank you so much to our arranger, Jean, for doing that. It's one of my favorite arias from one of my very favorite operas. Next, I would love to introduce one of my favorite people in the world, Rhea Olivaccé. She is a fantastic singer, if I do say so myself, and she will be bringing us to the beautiful Brazil with her solo today. Corcovado.
Thank you so much.
Sana, her debut with the TKQ. According to Mickey's hands, we have one more piece for you to do. And before that, just a big thanks again to the Arts Council for keeping the spirit and bringing this off when in a lot of situations, and we've all experienced it, things just happen to go away. So we're so proud and happy for this collaboration. We know that people are watching us from around the planet. That's a wonderful thing to know, right? I'm sure there are people in a variety of countries. I know there's some Dominica friends, and we know some people in Europe that are watching, and certainly across the United States and even in Kalamazoo. And so we thank you all for tuning in. And anything else that we want to just thank you, Charlie, for being here. I know it's just, it's a complicated time to be doing business, right, in public. And we really appreciate everybody that makes that effort. We're going to close with a fabulous aria song from Porgy and Bess, and it's my own arrangement on Summertime. Thank you and goodbye from Kalamazoo.